Smeagol. We said every week. We said every week. This is every other week. But you know what? We're not going to dawn on the past because we're in the present. And as you can see, my co-host, the Sith Lord, the Blue Vortex, we're here for another episode. And that episode is episode 4. And it's going to be an exciting one. It's going to be an exciting one. Smee, what do you think?
I don't know, man. We're doing an NFL draft. And I don't know shit about the NFL draft. So, yeah, this ought to be fun.
Well, ladies, if you just happen to catch our fantasy draft gossip, and when I say ladies, I refer to my wife because that's the only one I actually get backlash from. Anyways, we're gonna do a fantasy draft tonight. We're gonna do. We got a lot, man. We just glad to be on another show. Glad to be in front of the camera. Glad to be in the midst of good conversation with my brother Smee.
Yeah, baby.
We had a special guest coming tonight. It doesn't seem like he will be able to make it, but don't fret because tomorrow
I'm so shocked.
He'll be here. I mean, next week he'll be here. It's okay. It's okay. Guys, I'm trying to set up this fantasy to make sure I'm ready. It's go time. Let me tell you, we have 1 minute and 35 seconds till draft. I'm going to go ahead and join this draft. So, Smee, as a person that you're kind of like me, not exactly, but kind of, you don't watch much football. Guys, I literally get sucked into these fantasy drafts every year. Every year. I don't like paying money, man. You know, inflation's up so much. I'm looking at
Thanks, Obama.
decibels, percentages, and I'm like, man, we can't afford those $50 fantasy hits. What do you say, Smee? What do you think? We got sucked in, brother.
If we had to pay for this, I would be out. I can't even go golf. It's so broke. I'm like sitting here planning out like my month-to-month finances. I'm sure other people have had to revisit their budgets, kind of like figure out where their spending's going. Anyways, yeah. We're all poor. Hey, but at least we got friends and family. We're not poor in spirit, only in our bank account. 28 seconds till the draft, maybe.
Is there some stuff that like gets you keyed up of like you're just looking around at what you like the blessings, man? See, that's going back to them Christian values. You just start looking around you and you like, I ain't got nothing, but I got something. Can I get an amen?
Like I always say, amen. Like I say, I look in my fridge. If I got food, I'm always like, I literally just go, thank God. I don't think God. I'm just like, I'm so grateful.
Just to let everybody know, guys, we didn't know this draft was tonight, but the draft has officially started. And I'm pick 4. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. The problem with fantasy.
Christian McCaffrey?
Is he the first pick?
Yeah. He already picked.
Wow, Blake, you're on the lineup, right? You're on the clock.
McLovin says it was randomly picked. Yeah, right. Who you thinking, D? I definitely got to give me a running back, baby.
Just get a running back that can catch. So, I mean, look, they have these on ESPN. They have this all ranked out. They're pretty sharp about it.
Well, so what does the O for out mean? Does that mean he's out for this?
He's out for. He's projected to be out for week 1. Whatever. So, to be honest with you, brother, yeah, dude, I'll be honest with fantasy. There's always that one player that joins up, and you know, kind of like you and me, but we were like, hey, we're on this thing. We're going to go ahead. Oh, look, I'm on the clock. Oh, my God, I'm going to draft.
Daring Team. What a gay name.
Dude, I just joined up, and that's what it gave me.
Yeah, but you can change. I changed mine to if McLovin wins this, we're all gay. That's literally what it is.
I don't know. Look, man, a lot of pressure on me right now in the 4 hole. I think I'm probably going to have to go with Ooh, Bijan Rob. You know I'm gonna have to go with Bijan, baby. Hook 'em, because that's what we are. Hook 'em. It's always gonna be Bijan. Bijan's a back that can catch out of the backfield. He can.
Whoa.
He's a shifty back
Whoa.
that can pick up extra yards by dodging first and second tackles.
Yeah, good.
But with that being said, there's always me, and then I'm gonna let you take the throne because I've been keeping.
I got nothing to say, bro.
I've been excited, bro. I've been excited to start this podcast. Something just I don't like. We talk every night, but I've just missed that mask.
Dude, we don't talk every night, Derek. Stop lying. Everyone sends Derek about 30 messages a day. He does not respond, and then whenever it's time for him to like call on us, he starts like communicating. Oh, fool.
Look, man, if y'all knew how busy
Derek, when you're brush hogging or whatever you call it, mulching, you can take a look at your phone. You're out.
Dude, I never did. I pick? I did pick. My bad.
Yeah,
sorry. But what I want to say is there's always that one person in fantasy that
hold on.
Always goes
Who picked
on.
Patrick Mahomes? Did this person get Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes?
I'm not sure. Well, we're still in the first round, so I don't know if it's a snake draft. I'm assuming. And if it's not McLovin, Tyler Lejeune, that is our commissioner. If I noticed. I wasn't going to say anything, but I noticed that he was first pick in the draft. You're also a commissioner. Guys, show of hands. How many commissioners can be first pick in their own draft? You made the league.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Well, quarterbacks are not advised round one, but hey, more power to you because that just leaves more for me. But also, Patrick Mahomes is a cheat code. But what I want to say, though, is you always have that one guy that doesn't pick. He can't get in. Something about he's out where he doesn't have signal, and he's like, man, I'm going to have to auto draft. And then you find over the course of the season, because technically it's ESPN that's picking this thing for him, you find over the course of the season that this guy has the best team without a shadow of a doubt. Now, I went to a fantasy party a couple years ago, and what I realized is in this fantasy party, everybody at the table had laptops except me. That's when I said, I was like, I'm never playing another fantasy. I'm not doing it. It's not worth I'm not carrying a laptop to think I know football. I listen to green lights, Matthew McConaughey. You know why we bet on stuff? You know why we pick people? Because we freaking knew. I picked the people because I said, you know what, you may not think that, but I say he's going to have a breakout season. That's what kind of picker I am. I'm not an analytic picker.
That's the thing that I think is most valuable about this stuff. That's why people that really know football end up winning more than others, because they know who's going to have a breakout season, or they know who's underrated, or they pick good backups, or somebody goes out and they pick so-and-so who, is a solid, getting 15, 20 points every game, So I think that's really important. I think Dylan doesn't know much about football is what he said, and I don't know jack shit, so.
Well,
me and Dylan are worst players here.
So in fantasy, what happens to me, this is why I really I'm a college fan, and I know that doesn't amount to nothing because a lot of people, they like the flashiness of the NFL. But I'm always a person in fantasy that around week 6, if I don't have a winning record, you're going to be like, bro, I'm playing Derek. He's got 4 people on the bench. That's because I've lost interest. You understand? I don't. So I'm trying to look fantasy, do me right, help me keep the traction going of interest. That way I could win nothing but bragging rights, right?
Yeah.
Bragging rights.
The hard part, I think I did one fantasy league with y'all where I missed the draft, and so I was like, well, what's the freaking point of even playing? And I just didn't play the whole season.
Well, look, I'm on the clock right now, and I think I'm gonna go Garrett Wilson. It's just but Not Brett Favre. God, he just sat under him so long. Aaron Rodgers is back in the saddle. I think I got to go Garrett. Smee.
I think picking a good quarterback is kind of over.
Smee, to sum up your week, bud? Let's go ahead and the drafts kind of took the main stage at the first of this podcast. But sum up your week, brother. Sum up your week in about 3 sentences.
Easy. I had an easy week.
Easy. So
I had an easy week. Hey, I'm about to pick a QB, bro.
Why? No. Don't do that round 2. That's not. Nobody says that. If you're picking a QB, go ahead and save it till 7.
Well, I'm looking at the QB.
You gotta swallow. You gotta swallow.
You got people who are 30-something points. I know. I mean, whatever.
Look, guys, if you're watching this right now and you have a fantasy draft, and in your mind you said, you know what, if I had the number 1 pick right now, or well, no, we'll just keep it number 1.
I picked tight end. I don't care.
Who you picking? Smee, I believe. Who'd you pick first, Smee? I picked Bijan.
I picked who was it? CeeDee Lamb.
Well, dude, it's so fast.
Hold on, I'm on here again.
Draft comes so quick. Yeah, no, it's a snake draft. So if you were second, you are now 1 to 10. If you pick second, you're now picking like 12. I hope that's right. Anyways, look, fans of the Peach and Smee podcast, which few of you, and I'm mainly talking to my wife because she knows, if you can make me a sandwich when I get off of here.
Oh, is she watching right now?
Good old sauerkraut. Hey, best sandwich. I know we did one time. We said, what was the best sandwich at Subway that Subway provides? Go ahead. What's your sandwich? Your Subway?
Subway?
Dinner time.
I've been getting the steak and cheese sandwich.
That's just a choice.
Yeah. Just steak with cheddar, Monterey cheddar cheese, and then I put a little bit of that Chipotle and Baja Chipotle on there. And I do cucumbers and bell peppers. And sometimes I do a little bit of jalapenos because I like the spice.
Subway jacked up the prices on their sandwiches, bro, for no reason, really.
Bro, everyone's jacked up prices.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't want to be hard. I'm super critical on Subway.
Let me show the chat.
Subway and Coons. Huh?
Let me show the chat. This is what I. Bro, McLovin takes everything so serious. He'll call everybody. Hey, just want to let y'all know y'all should be on the road now for golf. 10-minute warning to let us know that this thing starts in 10. McLovin, shut the fuck up.
Dude,
here's some stuff we bought the other day. If I can get it to show.
What is that? Back it out a little bit.
No, because it won't. Look, we got 3 frozen pizzas, Payment Jack, Tide Pods, bread, shower body wash, milk, cheese. That's
Dude, you're actually getting super close with that. Your camera's actually kind of impressive.
And then that's just some meat right there. Guess how much that all cost?
I'm gonna say $59.73.
That was $108.
Oh man!
I saw something.
It took you to a place where you said, you know what, I'm gonna take my camera out because nobody else is seeing what I'm seeing. Nobody else is where I'm at. So that's why you said, I'm gonna snap this.
Well, I was just like, the boys need to see this.
No, I mean it is. It is, and that's why we don't realize, you don't realize, because there's a lot of people, man, that they're in positions that they don't make bad money by, when I say bad money, so you make middle class, you have good money, and you go, yeah, you ain't doing bad, and so, which I'm in that category, where, you ain't doing bad, but. Yeah. The middle class, right now, you don't realize what you actually how much everything is going up. Just the everyday expenses of living, gas.
Oh yeah, dude.
Red Bull, bro. I felt so guilty because normally I just swipe that card. I know what I want. I don't ask questions. I'm that type of guy. You feel me? I'm that type of guy.
Bro, I want to take
$7.
Jason's Browns from the defense. Because I'm looking at defense, and they're the best by a long shot. I just want to steal the defense. I know I'm not going to take them, but anyway.
You're gonna pick every Browns.
Anyways, no, I saw something the other day that was like, it was, I can't remember who was talking about inflation, like adjust for inflation. You know how people will talk about like the cost of something 20 years ago, and then you adjust it for inflation and what the cost is now. It was something like that, like just groceries, and it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And like inflation was like 75% more for food or something. I can't remember, but all I know is money is tight because it doesn't go as far anymore, you know.
Well, money's tight though, and you know what? It doesn't matter because we just keep living, bro. The show must go on. Just because money's tight doesn't mean you can tap out and quit. Speaking of
that, brother.
I don't want to get too political on this podcast, but since the last one, I noticed a topic. Kamala? We've got to talk about it. Let's just say we've got to talk about it because you've got Kamala teeing off with Donald, and you have JD teeing off with that other white-haired guy from Minnesota, whatever his name. Walz. I knew. Yeah. So everybody still poses the question, where is Kamala? Obviously, you had this big DNC movement. She comes out, Obama. They have some trolling to do on Trump, which is expected. It's not your party. It's not your team. They suck. We are better. That's fair. But yeah, man, are you at all worried about what is your main concerns as the path to the election kind of unfolds? I mean, not too serious, but like, are you like, yeah, man, I feel like Trump's doing the right thing, or I feel like Trump's doing wrong, or do you like Kamala should never? What spikes your interest? Like, we hadn't even commented on the VP pick for her.
Well, I wasn't going to
say. How long we talked about
Kamala. Like, who knows who Tim Walz is? Who knows what Kamala Harris did? Nobody fucking knows anything about them. They're only picking them because they're not Trump. That shouldn't be the reason that you're picking the president to lead your country. Well, it's a black woman who isn't Trump. Okay, whatever. So. I think that's just ridiculous. But the thing that interests me, like you're talking about, is RFK is basically withdrawing from the race and then endorsing Trump. That means a lot.
Yeah, that's. Do you and so I'll ask you like this. So in football, I'm more sports acclimated. Probably, you're more music. I'm a little bit more sports. So in football, you have. Like we just seen Arch Manning's recruitment, and everybody wanted him because he was a Manning, because that name is very respectable in the culture of football. Do you think that's kind of how the Kennedys are in the aspect of politics?
I think so, but then when you listen to all he's done, I mean, he's been an environmental lawyer for like 30-something years. He's like really good in his field. I think. Yeah. He has all the old school American values, which is what made the country great, I think we need more of that. And the fact that he wants to, he agrees, like, look, no one voted for Kamala. She just got put in. Like, everyone knows this is just some fake, this isn't democracy. This is just some fake BS the Democratic Party is doing. And look, I would say I've got a lot of liberal tendencies, but
you do.
Come on.
You're very.
Come on. I mean, it seems like I just keep getting pushed further and right because everything that the left does is retarded. It's just stupid. You think that we don't realize what y'all are doing? You didn't even hold a primary for Kamala. You just gave her. Like, how is? I'm surprised no one even challenging that.
The thing that kind of makes me think. obviously you're like, oh, well, if why would we want Kamala? Because Kamala's technically in office right now. Like, why hasn't she rolled out more of these, or at least persuaded to more of these initiatives? Like, kind of where she stands. You really haven't seen that, and so now you're like, yeah, man, go ahead and take over the country. We're cool with it.
Yeah, just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
bro, how many? I mean, I don't know about you, but I saw so many social media posts about how much money Kamala was raising in her first weekend. What the polls are saying, how she's beaten Trump already in the poll. Number one, I don't believe it. I think that's ridiculous. She had the worst polls for vice president ever. She was at a negative approval rating. Yet now, if we thought she was a bad VP, why would we think that she can do a better job in a harder position? That makes no sense. But
no, I mean,
believe what they see, and social media and advertisements go a long ways. So,
well, look, whatever's gonna happen will happen. I'm not worried about it. Stats are padded. Y'all do y'all. But hey, on another note, as far as man, isn't political comedy one of the best genres of comedy? Would you say that?
In what way? What do you mean?
Dude, I watched. I'm gonna share on this one because I watched.
Drew picked the defense. He picked the Browns defense.
Oh yeah, I think I'm auto drafting at this point. I watched Shane Gills the other night, and I gotta say, man, I think his Trump impressions.
Oh, dude, great. I mean, look at the guy behind him. That's the guy from the cop from Dumb and Dumber. I can't remember his name.
Forgot that. Yeah, watch this. Watch this is, dude. I rolled laughing at this.
Now this is what's coming up to the border under this guy, and this isn't just one of them. He's a coyote. There's about 3 or 4 in there. A real pinata. He's gonna break open, and a family of 5 is gonna come running out. He's a Mexican nesting doll, and they've got a lot of them coming right up here. I hope he's Mexican and not Indian. I could be wrong. Now this is what's coming up to the border.
Oh man, I love it. Dude, he had a bunch of them though. He had I typed it in. I was already pretty up on this. But dude, his little skit, I don't know, dude. He may be the best as far as Trump impersonation.
I think so. Yeah.
Because he had look, I'm gonna stop sharing because I don't want to go. He has a cadence down. I don't know what it is, but I watched him try to talk. He's like, you do your hand motions. He's like, you always kind of.
Yeah. I saw him where he talks about what his tactic is for it. Yeah.
He said you talk in the back of your throat. I don't. Obviously, it portrays. So you have a Trump impression. Your Trump impression has. I will say it catches me off guard at some point. It's sometimes it's pretty believable, huh?
Oh, I appreciate it, really.
No, it's a good little thing. But dude, Shane Gills, he's probably blown up in the last year, huh? Comedians come and go, dude. We had some. When you look the comedians that kind of started out in the early 2000s, where are they now? Where are they now that I need them?
Yeah.
Andy Dick. What was the other guy's name? Jeff Green.
Jeff Green.
What was the other guy's name?
The famous
Tom Green.
guy.
Tom Green.
Oh, Tom Green. Yeah.
Tom Green. Yeah. Andy
Tom
Dick,
Green. I think Tom Green, bro. He lives in a van that is one of those off-grid vans that has internet and he has running water and he just drives around the country, and I think he does a podcast in his van. That's what Tom Green does. Yeah.
You think he still has a very lucrative salary, or you think he's just?
I bet he's good. I bet. Look, if you live in a van, how much money do you think that costs, bro?
And
you got a job, I guarantee he's fine.
I wonder how much 90 kids, say Air Bud, just a kid from Air Bud. Hell, the dogs did. You know that. But just a kid from I know, but how much are kids from Air Bud? Do they see any royalties still from
I'm sure they do, bro.
Flip, are we watching Air Bud tonight, dude?
Bro.
But like saying, like, okay, Air Bud's a little stretch, but like Sandlot, people still watching,
Bro.
dude.
Oh,
It still has to draw revenue
sure
on one of these streaming sites. So I guess
I'm sure it does.
those kids have to still be doing solid. Imagine
Right,
doing one movie.
So they got my running back. Sorry, Derek. I'm like, you don't have to think much about this, but I'm like using all my brain.
I'm just auto drafting at this point. But no, they only have to do one movie. Speaking of movies, on Amazon right now, for $5.99, they got a deal going. I just watched Fall Guy. Fall Guy with
I thought that was on Netflix, or is it not?
No, brother. It's
Ryan
on
Reynolds.
I mean, it may be. I don't know. I'm an Amazon guy.
Is that the one where he's
streaming.
in the game, the video game?
Dude, it's just no. That you're thinking about Ryan Reynolds. You're thinking about Free Guy. So this is Fall Guy, and so it is Emily Blunt, and then it's Ryan Gosling, and Ryan Gosling is a stunt guy. But I like to me the whole concept of the movie is like interesting of like how you have basically the stunt guy is the main guy and like the actor is the secondary guy, almost like how a stunt guy would be on a normal film. So that aspect's pretty cool. But it's pretty funny, man. It's pretty good.
I want to say I watched a little bit of it.
You
like
can't, dude.
I don't know. All these movies kind of they lose me. Like they like Free Guy, Fall Guy, like all of these movies, even IF, Imaginary Friends, whatever. I guess I didn't watch all of that though. I guess I get ADD and they just don't like grab my attention. There's too much going on. It's too crazy.
Well, there's some
not
movies.
like a simple plot. This happens, then it builds up, and then this happens into the movie. It's not like that.
But there's some movies that you have just like two actors that you're like, there's no way you're going wrong. Like when you put Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie and you said, let them have a house together. They shot it up. It was a great movie.
That was a good movie.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. When you put somebody like
you're on the clock.
Dude, I thought Christian Bale. I couldn't get Christian Bale out of my freaking head.
You don't have a quarterback.
Not Christian Bale. Christian.
Christian, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Bale. Christian.
Yeah.
But when you put Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt,
Dak Prescott, you want to go Dak Prescott?
It's a fire cast. Like the story of that's a fire cast. So that's all I'm gonna say. It was a great movie. I would highly recommend going and spending the money to rent it because why not? What are you bound to? Who cares? It's a good movie, guys.
All right,
check it
I'll
out.
watch it for you. My coworker keeps telling me to watch, and I watched it already. But it's a movie. I can't remember the name because it's some forgettable name. But it's Jennifer Lopez, and she's like this tech, like investigator, police chick who's like trying to find this guy that is like, I don't know, using technology to take over the world, but then he leaves and it ends up being her brother.
That's weird.
It's called Atlas. Atlas is what it's called. Let me look it up.
Yeah,
Atlas, the movie, Jennifer Lopez. And I'm up on the thing, so let me go ahead and pick my...
Wait, you said Jennifer Lopez is in it?
Jennifer Lopez and Sterling Brown, who was also in Wakanda. And
typically I don't like Jennifer Lopez. I'm just something about like I like her. I'm just not, I don't know if I like Jenny on the Block better than Jennifer Lopez. You know what I mean? She just does like, she's had weird phases. Like the Ja Rule phase was a weird phase. I couldn't figure that one out. You ever seen a girl that dated somebody and you just lost respect for them? You were like,
are you saying like white girls today, black guys? Yes.
No, that's not what I'm saying. She's not even white, dude. No, dude, she's Latina way.
You literally said the Ja Rule time period was really weird. You ever see a girl that dates a guy and you lose respect for him? And I'm like, you're just throwing darts around black people.
Come on, dude. Come on. You all right? Come on.
Bro,
to set it straight, when Britney Spears dated
what's his name?
Kevin Federline, you were like, I can't do it anymore. I'm turned
Yeah,
off.
but
Like,
turns out he was a really good dad.
No joke. I didn't see that. Maybe they spoiled the plot of like, let's make Brittany look good, because there was this whole movement of like Brittany deserves hers kind of. So
okay, Derek, help me out. I got 3 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight
Go
end,
ahead.
1 quarterback, 1 defense. You think I should pick another running back?
Man,
there's lots of kickers with good scores.
What do you not have? What do you not have?
I have everything. I got a quarterback. I got 3 running backs.
Yeah, man. I would stock up. Usually the players that I'm
back.
stocking up at is
or tight end.
I kind of just pick who I think. Like normally I don't know. I'm just a different player. Like normally last year what got me is I went all young and it came back and it bit me, man. I had Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. And then Zach Wilson can't do nothing but throw it to the other team.
I just went ahead and got another running back. And I'll do another wide receiver. Because wide receivers, the scores are all pretty tight. We got 216, 219, 210, 213, 209. That's
well,
5.
So how many? We have
the running backs are dropping quick.
What do we have? We have an 8-man league. We have a 1, 2, 3.
Bro, that's like a shitload.
We have a 10-man league. So, dude, I'm going to be honest. We played in a 12-man. It wasn't even worth it. It wasn't worth it.
Because nobody had any good?
Yeah, nobody had any. Yeah, it was because I don't know, man. Some about a 12-man team, it's just the talent goes a lot quicker, and it seems like more guys get drafted. And at the end of the day, it becomes hard to, like, when you start, like, looking for players to pick up, everybody has good players on a team. And, you just, man, there's some real problems because on, like, fantasy, dude, you figure out some stuff about your friends, especially when you're like, hey, bro, can I get that running back from you that's been on your bench that you hadn't played in 2 weeks?
Hell no.
And he's like, yeah, no, I've been hurt. And you're like, bro, really?
We're trying to win here. Should have picked him on the draft.
Do you not remember I held you over when I bought you that wrist tee from the Chevron? You don't remember that?
Yeah, you think McLovin would give you anyone on his bench? And I know you're going to
I don't know. McLovin's
no, he wouldn't do shit. No, he wouldn't help you out if you were on fire. He wouldn't spit on you. If it meant that he was going to win and you were going to lose.
It's about close friends. I'm in the mindset of I'd like to think. So like usually when they're like, "Hey, do you think Smee would ever chew you out on Call of Duty?" And I would be like, "You know what? I'd like to think not."
I'll chew anybody out on Call of Duty, but I do. I don't know. I mean, honestly, just you. I don't chew Drew out because, he mainly plays well. So if he makes a mistake, it was just a mistake. But people that I chew out are usually people that do the same shit. Like, okay, for instance, McLovin will run the RPK because he got good with the RPK. So now he'll run the RPK on a super tiny map, and his gun is going like, and he's dead. Well,
I know.
Change the gun.
Hey, before we roll into COD Logic, just kind of riff around because it's bathroom break.
Oh my god!
I know, yeah. I did a quick bathroom. I was quick last time.
Hurry up! No, I'm not doing any ripping. I'm gonna paint the show for everybody. So on our fantasy draft, it's looking like people are like picking weird like kickers and stuff. But when I look at the kicker list of scores. So the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The top 10 are between 140 and 130, and they're all like high 130s except for Matt Gay because he's gay. He's got like a 134 FPTS. Why would you pick the kicker now? You look at the quarterbacks; they're all in the 250s to 260s, other than Dak Prescott. So if you wanted to just screw somebody, and pick a decent quarterback, you could do that. Running backs, they're all around 170s to 180s. Looking at wide receivers are all, It might be better to pick a wide receiver. Defense, people are fucking around if they haven't picked a defense by now. I'm just saying. Derek, have you picked a defense? I might even pick my secondary defense just to do this because.
Well, look.
Derek.
Interesting topic of the day. No, actually, you know what? Let's go to one of my fillers, okay? Because I need to.
Oh no! I was talking about Call of Duty. Remember?
Yeah, but we're doing that. We're doing that segment. I want to save that segment.
All right. Well, just remember you were talking about McLovin and Jason. Call of Duty.
Oh, I know. So here's what I want to line out. One of my podcast fillers is I have guys. I have these random thoughts over the week. Was that
your first quarterback?
Who?
You picked. Okay, that was your first quarterback. Okay. All right.
Dude, I've been on auto draft for. At this point, I'm on God's plan. Or AI.
People are picking secondaries. I think
it's all good. So one of my fillers, Smee, you have a little bit less dirty of a job, but I just want to know, like, what does the masses say about this question? Weird thought of the week. I'm just gonna. I have these weird thoughts. I'm gonna write them down. I'm gonna ask you guys and see, hey, am I weird or do I have a point? So jeans, pants, whatever, shorts. Basketball shorts, I guess. Whatever you're going to do your daily business in.
Yeah.
How many times is it appropriate to wear the same jeans, the same pants, or whatever?
Oh, bro, I'm a bad person to ask this because.
No, I'm just asking. Be honest, because I need to know. Because not only do I wear clothes, but I deliver clothes to plants and so on and so forth. And like, you'll go a full week and a guy will turn in like 2 sets of clothes. And I'm like, I know this guy's they're going out here getting this work. So why are they turning in 2 sets? Are they like me? Do they have some pair of pants that are like negotiable? Where you're like, you know what? I feel like I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. And then you go in for the smell, and you're like, "These things smell like cologne."
Yeah. Hold on. Let me look at the return chance. See what he's got.
No. I'm still rolling out, but I mean, I just want to know: are there others potentially out there?
So, here's what
I don't go an exclusive amount. 2 days. 2 days. Well, I'll be honest.
I only have like 2 pairs of jeans that I like. I've probably got like 5 or 6 pair. But like, Francis bought me some jeans, and like one of them was like way too baggy. Like, I look like I'm like wearing Jinko jeans when I wear these things, and I'm trying to look professional. I got 2 other pair of jeans that I really like, but they have stains on them, and I just haven't thrown them away yet. Like stains that I can't get rid of. One of them was some nice like khaki jeans, like some nice like sort of thick material, and I got like a barbecue like grill grease, from the grill. Yeah. Got it on it, and it's stuck in there. And then the other ones, oh shit, I'm back.
Yeah, dude, it's the
other ones were. Yeah, man, I'm thinking.
Well,
another tight end.
And the whole reason I asked that is because like I'm kind of more on the fence of you when it comes to the aspect of like, I mean, I've got 2, so I'm able to wear shorts. It's summer, it's hot. There's been a few people that have commented on my calves. I'm not a boastful person, but I'm like, that's a nice thing. It makes you feel good. So you're like, hey, it's great. I'm going to wear the shorts. I only have 2 pair. There's 4 days in a work week. I don't like, I have easy days. So some days, I'm just being honest with people. I don't know if that, and I just wanted to throw something at the wall and see what sticks. But that, like I said, that's a filler. One of my fillers. Other than that, meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, at the border, just to skew you off, I've been running this mulcher. I've been listening to news topics, and I figured, I heard one the other day. I was like, man, I'm going to go hunt this down, and I did. Believe it or not, let me go ahead and pull this up from AP. It says methamphetamine disguised as a shipment of watermelon seized at the U.S.-Mexican border.
What the?
Like, dude, how? Look at this.
A
I'm
Fake
kind of
watermelon used to
wondering.
disguise a shipment of methamphetamine shown by the. Hey, Pedro, get your paintbrush, man. You got the light green, the dark green. Tape it up, man, in the middle so it looks.
Look at this. That looks like a retarded watermelon. Could you imagine when the border patrol they opened the truck and just saw like.
We only have 2 more picks, right? Sorry, I know I'm.
Yeah, no, we don't. Yep, 2 more. So, but they opened the back of the truck up and they're like, "Hey, man, you guys got anything?" And they're like, "What do you have to claim?" And they're like, "Oh, we just got how they say watermelon sandias or whatever."
Yes, and
yeah, we just got watermelon, and then they're like, because they're always gonna say open it up, and then they see this like, who are you actually fooling? Because to be honest with you, the paint job is actually. It's not far off, and I think they got the colors like that lime, that nice lime with the dark stripes. I wish they would have painted like the brown distress spot to say like, man, these suckers are ready for market. They didn't do that.
Ready for farmers market, bro.
Ready for farmers, blue hue to them.
I need to pick.
But anyways, yeah. So I kind of thought that was humorous. I was hearing it over the radio, and I was like, man, I'm gonna look it up because it just kind of stuck to the brain. I was like, look at this freaking retarded watermelon, and everything that I imagined that they look like. It looks retarded. Nobody was selling this. Nobody was believing this. Everyone in that caravan went to prison because these dead gum retarded watermelons.
Sorry, Derek.
You ain't fooling nobody, bud. Let me cut woods open. Just a white substance. I swear it wasn't us, officer. We thought they were watermelons.
Bro.
We thought they were watermelons, dude.
Derek, I got a question. So
yeah, go ahead.
So people that have one kicker, what are they going to do when there's a bye week?
Man, kickers are few and far between. They normally.
Yeah, but when you have a bye week and your kicker's gone, are you going to have a 0 for kicker?
So you have to realize you have a 10-person draft. So you have 10 kickers that logically get taken because you're going to fill up your roster with flex players, wide receivers, running backs. If anything like the kicker and defense, you may have 2. I don't know. Some people keep 2 kickers because kickers, if you have a good one like Justin Tucker, Longhorn Hook'em, shout out college football. Sorry, Florida State. Maybe next year on the season opener, but good try. I'll tell you about it later, Smee. But anyways, no kickers, man. You can kind of exchange them. Like normally with a kicker, like I don't necessarily, if I have a kicker I like, I won't necessarily drop him. I'll drop like my low player, like the one that's not really, low is low. We know what it means. Yeah, and I'll pick up a kicker and I'll be like, man, because you have one bye a year. I just need you to fill in for 1 week and get me 9, 10, maybe you get lucky 12, 15 points.
Yeah.
And that's it. I know, dude. I know a lot about fantasy. Why am I not good at fantasy? Maybe that's why I don't like it. Maybe that's why I don't like it. Or have we wrapped it up?
No, yeah, the fantasy's over. Bro, guess who my first opponent and my second opponent are?
I don't even know who I have.
My first opponent is Drew. My second opponent is McLovin. And they are both apparently really good at fantasy. Like Drew won last league, and then McLovin won the year before that.
Dude, something's got to change, man. Everybody on this draft's going to know that my quarterback is Dak Prescott.
Yeah?
Brother. What?
Where's my bye week? My kicker.
What?
Kicker bye week. Where is it? Don't even say. Must be like week 9 or something.
This is the one time I trusted auto draft.
And it screwed you?
And you give me Dak Prescott.
Well, you didn't pick till like the very end. He was the best quarterback at the time. I saw it.
No.
That's why I say quarterbacks picking him.
I'm about to go find Kirk Cousins.
I think
You
Drew
pick
picking homeboy first is a good idea.
freaking Dak Prescott. Freaking Dak Prescott.
I gotta move my wide receiver because he's not even in.
Dak Prescott averages 20 if it without interceptions 29 points a week. When you add in the interceptions, it goes about to 10. So he loses points. He gets points, but
but my Jalen Hurts is only supposed to average 20 a game.
Yeah, but Jalen Hurts also runs. He's a mobile.
Yeah, I know.
God, Dak, just have a good year. Have a good year, I guess.
Okay,
other than that, which
a wide receiver.
I'll find somebody. I'm not that worried about it. I'll find somebody. Not worried about it. Cool. That's a wrap. I did not know I have Dak Prescott at running back. I got Bijan Robinson. At my second running back, I have Joe Mixon. Absolutely great running back room. Then we'll go to the wide receivers, Garrett Wilson. I don't know who this guy is. Puka Nuka.
I saw his name. His name was awesome.
Yeah, he looks somewhat Samoan. Maybe he went to the University of Hawaii. I'm not sure. He looks new. Probably a rookie. Hadn't heard of him before. He's probably going to get dropped within a week. Mark Andrews, not a bad tight end. He's always active there with Lamar Jackson. And then Michael Pittman Jr., not a bad pick. Let's see, Lions defense. Bro, that's depressing. Lions defense, and I see their projected week 1 point percentage is 4.6. That's a horrible number. That's encouraging because I really don't know what I'm getting into. On a real note, I have Ezekiel Elliott on the bench coming in. Yeah, I'm screwed. I'm gonna win a deal. You're about to see why I own the back half of the board on Monopoly because I'm about to make some deals. Come in,
bro. How are we?
Come in.
I just
Who's your quarterback? Who'd you say your quarterback was?
Jalen Hurts.
That's right, dude. He's not a bad quarterback. He's gonna run. He's gonna get you a little bit of yards. He's gonna do a little bit of both. It's always good when you can have not just salt, but you got a little pepper with it. Not just peanut butter, but you got a little jelly. That's what Jalen Hurts gives you, and that's where I'll keep it.
Yeah.
That's where I'll keep it. Well, look, we said we were probably not going long tonight just because, man, something about Call of Duty and us. We had a rough night Friday.
Yeah. Well, look, we got on. It probably died. Let me see. Yeah, it was pretty low.
It's all right. Go Sith Lord on him. You don't need no face. We'll just see the reflection of your screen.
No, we went Saturday, and actually Gus Chicken's little boys were, I say little young men were in, and they weren't doing too bad. Jason wasn't doing too bad, and then McLovin was doing bad.
Well, so I wish
it was 5, and we won every game except for a couple. It was a good little game.
Well, look, guys, we're at minute 48. Like I said, we're not going to stay on long tonight. We have intentions to get on, link up as a family, and say let's make it right before we start the week. Let's dominate before we serve, and that's what we do. We serve the community, serve others.
The Lord.
That's what Christ's me about, man. Serve your friends, serve. Give and get in return kind of mindset.
I love it.
But with that being said, I really need to find a music to key us up into this final segment, which if you're on here, we love the game. We like to talk the game. It's the COD Logic segment. And we never run short. We have, guys, within the room of this.
We do run long.
We have about 30 years, 35 years experience. Hey?
35? No, we don't. Oh, together.
How many? When did you start playing Call of Duty? Don't mind.
Okay, I remember my first. It was.
When did you jump off the porch?
19. No. No, I would say it was my freshman year of college. maybe, or sophomore year. So I'm guessing 2000.
Yeah, that's fair. No, that's fair. But
2008.
yeah, but you're talking about that's what 12, 13 years.
That was 16 years ago.
Look, screw it. We're around 30, 32 years of Call of Duty
Well,
experience.
hold on. No. I can say, see, Call of Duty.
What if you had like a memoir,
original,
like a resume?
It came out in 2007. So yeah, 2008 was probably when I started playing. Yep, about right.
Moral of the story is, guys, we know what
we're hardened professionals.
We've been in this game for some, and we're out there talking for the guys like you and the girls like Smeet. We're in here talking for people like us, the average gamers that we're not professionals. We're not bad. Or, we grind. We grind.
Yeah.
So this is the segment, COD Logic. And as we were on earlier, Smee wanted me to remind him that, Smee, you were talking about our commissioner of our fantasy football league, McLovin, and Jason. Yeah. That's what you left off on.
I can't remember why we brought it up.
Pick up to the COD Logic. Well, we kind of started off with we took some losses. We took some losses this Friday night, and it was a tough pill to swallow.
Oh, no.
You don't know what's going wrong. You're just like.
No, I remember what it was. You said,
Go ahead.
You said I would like to think that me wouldn't yell at me or
yell at me. Go ahead. Yeah.
And I was like, no, I don't tend to like get mad at people that usually have a good game or they did something dumb once or twice. No, it's the people that are habitual line steppers. Habitual line steppers, me. So McLovin, he had success with that RPK, right? Well, then now he's using it every single map. And the way Call of Duty works is some guns are good on some maps. Some guns are bad on some maps. You don't use the same gun every single map unless, it's a versatile gun, So, sometimes whenever McLovin he gets one or two kills, and even, Taylor Williams, his little twin boys got on, and they were like, bro, put that gun up. They were telling McLovin last night, put that away, it's too slow. And so McLovin switched it. And then here's the biggest one. Jason here's his MO, modus operandi. Whenever it's Jason left and there's three people and he's got to either go defuse the bomb or grab the bomb and plant, what does he do? And he just sits there because he's scared to fucking death to do anything. So he throws out his mines and he just
so how many minutes?
Frustrating.
How many seconds do you have until, is it 30 or how many? So when bomb's planted, you have to get to the defuse. How many seconds there?
How many seconds to defuse the bomb?
Yeah. Is it 30 or like 45?
What do you mean?
Like how many? So when they plant, after the bomb is planted, is it a minute? It may be a minute, huh?
Oh, until
you have a minute to defuse.
Yeah, let's say it's a minute. I don't know.
Well, so I think Jason.
Seconds.
So we're not. Look, when you have that time. All right. Let me loop this topic, guys. So we say.
Well, hold on, Jason.
People, you got to speak to them in parables. Speak to them as parables. So for one, we said bringing the right tool to the job. So there are some maps where you have got to have the right setup. You have got to be comfortable with your setup, which means there are some guns that if it's a tight map, obviously nobody here should have to tell you that you should have an ACOG that's 5 times scoped in. Yeah. Like you don't need that, brother. You need something quick. You need something that'll not, because that little time it takes to focus into that.
Unless it's a sniper and they're freaking OP.
So not only having the right tool for the job, but Smee, back to where we're going, is having the right approach in the critical moment. So here we go, Smee. I'm going to take you, my friend, as a COD player and one of the best to do it. Smee, Minute has started. The opposing team has planted the bomb. Your mindset starts now. You have 1 minute.
I know they're on B. I need to rotate to B. Then I need to think about all the things I've heard from my teammates. Where were they?
Time out. No. Let's stop this. You're not hearing me, brother. You have 1 minute to defuse the bomb. No, I know you're a calm player, but we got to hear intention.
I'm telling you.
You have a minute. So when I think, I'm like, oh, I have to, dude, buddies are fixing to see me clutch this game.
Okay, for instance,
buddies, you're fixing to see me clutch.
I'm just telling you what I think. So let's say it's Bringberg Hotel, right? Let's say it's Bringberg Hotel. You know that map?
Yeah, I know where you're at.
All right, so it's a hotel for people who don't know. It's got every Call of Duty map has 3 lanes: a center lane, which is usually pretty hot, and a right lane and a left lane. Well, if you're on defense on Bringberg Hotel, right lane is really hot. Middle lane can be, but that's where you can get behind them. And then left lane is usually pretty dry and pretty nothing. So that's B side. A side is the side where people go. So let's say they planted on B. I'm the only one left. There's 3 people left. Is that what we're saying? Like about 3 of the other team?
Yeah, we'll just, hypothetically speaking, we'll just say you have a minute left, and then you have a lot greater odds to win than you do to lose, or a lot less odds to win than you do.
Let's say it's 3 to 1.
1v3. Put yourself in that scenario.
Right. Almost always, I'm running through the middle of the map, going right side, and trying to kill them behind their A side because that's the hot side. I'm trying to get behind them. Sometimes they don't go there and they go to B. So let's say they went to B. I'm the only one left. Someone was on B on our team. Someone called out. They killed me by the tables. They killed me by reception. I'm thinking about that as I run literally as fast as I can with my knife, the quickest route to B. And I'm just fucking running and jumping around corners and pre-aiming. I know where they could be. They're probably going to be head glitching behind tables. They're going to be behind that counter. They're going to be camping in the little L-shaped, the little loop on the right side. They could be on the balcony. You're thinking every single spot they could be. They could be in the corner. They could be outside the back doors. They could be on the left door. And I'm clearing every single one of those spots.
Is there any type of tactical, say, approach that you use as far as grenades, thermites, frags, Semtexes, smoke grenades, flash? You don't need none of that. That's not in your approach to when you get to the poo side.
For me, I hold a stem and a Semtex. I stem up if I just killed somebody because there's another one coming, third party, right? Yeah. I stem up as soon as I kill somebody. Yeah. Sometimes I'll throw the stem grenade preemptively, so I think someone might be coming through this door. It's all about probability. It's all about what are the odds that someone's coming through this door or that door. Well, from my history, I know it's probably this door, so I throw a grenade there. That's all I'm doing, bro. All I'm doing is going, what's the most likely spot they're in? I'm going to run, jump, and aim, and maybe even pre-fire. And until I kill all 3, I'm checking every little spot. And hopefully I do that before the minute's up. Jason, on the other hand, literally, he just prays. So here's why it's not very smart, because what are the odds that they're going to leave the bomb? They're in the defensive position. What are the odds they're going to leave the bomb, go over your random proximity mine, which he usually doubles it up into one spot, or find you? They don't have to. They can just sit there, and it's just really frustrating because he'll sit there and he won't do anything.
Nothing. Look, let me come in right there, because for those of you who don't know, there is tendencies in Call of Duty. You play one way, I play a different way. Smee is what we call, he's fast. He is gone in the blink of an eye out the gate. Like he said last time, guys, if you keep up, God bless you. We love our supporters. We love our subscribers. Hallelujah.
Yeah, you're still watching.
Yeah, thank y'all for watching.
Comment down below.
But if you keep up, you know that Smee said last week that he goes past 50, but you don't know, like, through the game mode, like, we all run the same speed. If you have a different, like a knife, or you may have a different perk on that lets you go a little faster, but Smee is out the gate, brother. I'm telling you, he is. And you're like, bro, I'm trying. because Smee's particular about COD play. Like he needs people with him. So you're just like, I'm trying. That's what I do. But I'm gonna take up for Jason, and what I'll say is I'm not take up for him. I think I know what gets him because you fast. I'm gonna catch up or aggressive. You're an aggressive player. I don't mind pushing those distances and getting into a couple spats, and then once I feel loose, like all right, we got 2 down. Let's play loose. Let's get out and fan out. I think I am what the passive aggressive, and Jason is more passive than anything.
Well, look, let me clarify.
So
what
I'm saying, what I think gets Jason is what I do in that same scenario. If you gave me a 3v1, I stay put for just a little bit because something tells me, like, man, if I could just sit here for 10 seconds. I don't think there's anything
wrong with that.
And I could claim one body, then the odds are just a little bit better. But I know that I can't wait till 20 to push. Like, I can't sit and wait for that person till 20 seconds because now I've wasted 40 seconds of nothing.
But that's not what I'm saying. That's not it at all. I didn't say Jason sits in a corner for 15, 20, 30, 45 seconds. No, he literally sits in the corner the entire time. And he never tries to defuse the bomb. Never. He's hoping that 3 people will run across him and die to proximity mine. And you know why? It's because sometimes it does happen. It does happen. I mean, think about it. There's probably one game every 1 or 2 or 3 days that Jason clutches by literally sitting in a corner. And that is the reason he does it every single time. But shouldn't you be like encouraging him? Shouldn't we all be encouraging him? Jason, go try to do that. And shouldn't he, with an open mind, go, they're right. I only clutch the game like this like once every blue moon. Let me try something that's more probable. I have a fucking riot shield, for Christ's sakes. Let me go into the room and see what's up.
Yeah, and so just real quick to refresh, if you just came in on this, we've already talked about, having the right tool for the job. We're talking about having the right approach. And I'll say in his particular approach, I think he doesn't do it enough to be comfortable. I think he could get comfortable with pushing. I think he may hold on to that spot. Like I said, I will claim a corner because these, like, if there's 3 people, you're like, the likelihood of 2 of them being together, likelihood of all 3 of them, like, you have to be synced. So what if I can catch that guy running across and just sideswipe him? And now I'm looking at a 2v1 where, if I poke another one, man, it's a 1v1 and it's up in the air. I may not even have to plant bomb if you're in the right spot. So I think he holds that position of, let me see if I can pick one off for just 10 seconds too long, which cost him. Because you got to realize, dude, he'll push in there and he'll finish. A lot of times he'll finish the job. He'll just do it with like 1 second to defuse. And so he's technically 10 seconds late. I think he holds that spot for just about 10 seconds too long. I don't think his tactical approach is wrong. I think his timing.
No, yeah. Well, yeah, but that's tactical. You know what I mean? So here's what I think we should do. Let's do a thought experiment. Instead of judging what Jason does and saying, is it wrong or right? Let's think about it objectively. If someone is going into a 1v3 situation with a riot shield and a gun, he does have a gun and proximity mines, what is the most effective way of getting the job done? Would it be with the riot shield or would it be with the gun out? I think you know the answer. It would be with the gun
obviously, you're talking about in the approach to say you are in the vicinity of the bomb, which means you can see it and everybody in their monitor can see it. You're on the bomb pretty much.
No. I'm just saying, like, you're trying to get towards the bomb to defuse with a riot shield.
I mean, you got to think though. So, figuratively speaking, if I had a riot shield, I'm coming out with the riot shield. And if you're just shooting, because you'll know pretty quick, guys with thermites or Semtex or whatever,
they'll throw it pretty quick.
They're likely to throw it once they see your riot shield. They'll throw it within 5 seconds. Yeah.
And if they don't, what do?
They're just going to spam shoot. They don't have nothing.
And what does the other two teammates know now?
You're saying the hypothetical of the 1-3-1, like the 1v3.
I'm saying, yeah. Now that I ran into a guy with my riot shield, and it's 1v3, and I have a minute, and now I'm just looking at one dude. You can't run at him because he'll be able to shoot you, and you have to just stay there and kind of crouch walk, which is slow as hell. And what is he doing the whole time? He's shooting at your legs, trying to get your arms. And what are the other two guys doing? Oh shit! The last guy is on John. Let's go to John and help him out. Now you're fucking dead. You should not approach a 1v3 with a riot shield unless you're on defense and they're trying to kill you. If you're trying to kill them, you have to pull the gun out and you have to go, fuck it. I'm going to die or I'm going to kill them all. I think Jason is scared to die that he holds the riot shield. And that's what I'm saying. Like, look at it from an objective point of view. If you had a riot shield and a gun, if you go with the riot shield, it's so slow, and now everyone knows where you are. Number one, you're either going to run into a guy with a Simtex or a thermite. If you don't, you run into a guy with a gun who's going to start shooting at you and calling out to his teammates. Because if we're all in a clan, we get pinned up or we get paired up against other teams who are in clans calling out. He's fucked.
Yeah.
It's just fucked. If you're on you must go for the
that's the problem is most people that typically play Call of Duty just day in and day out say, I'm going to jump on and play a couple games. You're playing just like split teams. You're all kind of there. Every now and then you may run into it. But once you like for sure, like you get 6 deep or 5 deep, you're playing 6 other people that are likewise same party type of. And so the communication, obviously communication being comms being one of the most critical part of games. And here's one thing that I'll say, guys. This is what I'll say because I'll just wrap this up on this.
I got one more thing to say.
I am what you call a cod butterfly sometimes. Like when everybody else is now, I'll have nights, but don't get me wrong. I'll have nights where I'm like, I just don't want to talk to anybody because I hate myself playing this game right now. But where was I going with that?
I think you just like said something true to your soul, and it made you think twice, like you were speaking and thinking about what you just said.
Oh no! Okay, I do know. Yeah, I was thinking. I was trying to like really.
You cut yourself
add on to the butterfly effect. But no, man, I'm one of those people that I always like try to be like, all right, guys, let's if we're down 0-2, boy, let's turn it around. All right, we know what we got to start doing. You know your game, you know your role. Let's just do that. Let's play objective. Let's just try to get one. So the positive attitude, because when a bad attitude comes in, the comms leave. And when comms leave, especially when you're playing other clans.
Can I say something that has to do with communication? So communication, I think, it's like that's the most important thing, because we can be losing and then we can just say, hey, guys, look, let's just try to go straight for the bomb. No going outside. No. Let's stick together as a team, and we win.
Well,
so
to me,
when someone is making errors, and we're not, look, I'm saying there's been times where I won't say any names anymore, but we're trying to help someone, and we're like, hey, do this. Like, you got this much time, try doing this. And they completely ignore us because they don't like criticism, even though it's constructive. That is not good for the team. And yeah, it's a game, but man, don't we have much more fun like together as friends when we win?
Well, and keep in mind, like, guys, the point of COD Logic, do we have that much pride in ourselves being the best Call of Duty players ever? We like to talk trash, so it's good when we get a lot of kills. But, man, there's something about when you got a clan that's a hard-hitting clan. It's like we're in this H on your hat, baby. I'm representing for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
McLovin's
and when you got that clan on your back, you're like, this 7 kills is for the boys. And when it's all said and done, and you got sour attitudes on the other side, you just say they hate us because they ain't us. Sorry, T-Top on top, bud. Hey, but we always kill them with love. We send them off with kindness, kind of thing. Y'all have a blessed night. Make sure y'all get to bed on time so you can get up early and get the next one started so you don't have the same results tomorrow night. That's kind of how we operate as a clan. And there's something about a clan. It's like a small family, and you like doing it together. And just because you have to have like, bro, there's times where like I haven't gave comms appreciations enough because you'd be like, hey man, guy behind you, and it could be like Hunter saying it, and you'd be like, all right, and you get the kill, and you're like, everyone's like, yeah man, good job, yeah, appreciate it. But really, that I would have never got the kill if somebody would have never said, and it wouldn't even, like I said. So sometimes I notice that when people, and COD is such a mental, like a lot of people don't talk about the mental aspect of it, because when you sit here and look at us and you're like, why is these guys talking about COD? It's a kids game, and yes, very much so, but we like it, so that's what we're into. But you get in these parties where you're just trying to clutch and you cannot. And there is a 14-year-old telling you you're a horrible dad.
Suck, kill yourself. You're a
I
shitty
know,
dad.
dude. You're just like,
oh,
and then your boys are like, hey man, Puck, Peach, you're gonna be all right, man. Keep your head up, boy. And you're just like, dude, just hush. I know.
He got deep on that
one. I know.
Derek, you kind of like bypassed my point. You didn't make any comments directly to it. You didn't really like say anything about it. So can I just
so you're talking about the style, the constructive crit? No, I mean, here's the deal, man, is there's times where
I'm talking about the last one, about the whole communication shutdown, doesn't take criticism thing. What are your thoughts on how to I have an idea on how we could mitigate that and make it
I think here's the deal.
Criticism and not have somebody shut down.
I think that in times there's sometimes where like you'll have a certain like a player that will do stuff like you have to. I think you just say it, and you can't. Like, I'm not gonna change. Like there's certain players like that. They have play styles or like McLovin uses a sniper all of a sudden. And to be honest with you, sometimes I'm like, he'll miss the hell out of the shot. I'm like, dog, where's you going? And then he'll hit him. Like, he'll have games. And I'm like, you know what? Like, if we could just like modify his style. Like, I don't try to go against the grain too much. And I'm just saying that's my approach.
No, I think that's
I just try to like say, okay, this is the player that they are. So how can I tell you to do something to maximize what? Like, I just need, if you're not going to be like what I think this is, let me just try to say, okay, well, if you're not going to do that, McLovin, hard scope this lane, because there's going to be guys like, so I'm thinking of like Scrapyard. There's ways that you can passively play Scrapyard, and like if you're in a sniper, there's going to be movement through mid. That. Just stay there. Now it could come to the detriment, because if you sit back for too long, your team's far away, you can't help. All of a sudden, you're in a 1v4 situation, and then that's so. I mean, there's always scenarios that could happen, but I just think maximizing one's play style. Like,
look, let's be honest, okay? There's two people that we critique the most, McLovin and Jason. McLovin listens. Honestly, like, I'll be like, McLovin, go here, turn there, and look at, and he does it, and he freaking gets the kill, man. I'm telling you, it happens a lot. I think Jason doesn't want to hear anyone say that except maybe you. So I think it's up to you to tell. If you think Jason's, don't be scared. Look, he's your friend. Friends can say things that or friends will take constructive criticism from people they respect. Jason, look, he's my friend, but he don't respect me as much as he respects you, because we don't have the history. So you should tell him, hey, Jason, you should probably get a gun out and make a move.
Well,
like that.
I mean, look, there's,
and this is a T-top discussion. This is not really for the boom room. So I apologize. This is more something that, and let's be honest, who's watching the podcast?
Everybody has play styles. Everybody has play styles. There's always things that you can add. There's stuff that I see Smee. I may not be 100% sold on what he's doing, but I may see like he may use a gun, and I'm like, dude, he's freaking shredding with that gun. I'm about to take that gun from him. Or he may do something as like the other day when, like I mentioned earlier, he said, I go past 50. So I'm like, man, I'm going to go past 50, see how that works. Not a bad play style. If I can get comfortable with it, because you're going to get in fights quick. You've got to be ready to go in there and either post up and aim down. That's normally what my tendencies is, post up and aim down a high tendency spot that they travel. You've got to be ready to take those kills quick. So, I mean, I think there's always flavors that you can add to your recipe. You just have to be like, at the end of the day, it's true. Look, there's nights where I play and I'm like, I have no idea why I'm on this game tonight. I'm just a talker. Like, I'm just here for a morale boost. But as far as like that's a real side of it, is like you have like what you think you want to do. Like I feel like strategic some nights, but I cannot freaking get the first shot off on guys, and then I'll have them like kills where you're just literally like 4 or 5, or you're just not having like great games. You can't get over that mid hump of like and then you get like 3 kills and you stall out. You're like, man.
I think that's the algorithm, to be honest. Because, like I said, last night we had a great time, and it was 2 16-year-olds that are below level 100, Jason, McLovin, and me, and everyone was doing pretty good. And I think it's all the algorithm. But anyways, I don't want to go on too long.
Well, look, it's okay. It's okay because every week we are here with a topic of Call of Duty logic. We are here, guys. We totally got hit blindside with this fantasy draft last week. I don't even know if we were just in a Call of Duty. We were like, yeah, we'll fade it till next week, but we're here again. Not a big deal. We'll be back next week with I'm assuming a special guest. Would you say next week? Because he's supposed to be here this week, but till next week,
brother. You'll never know. Stay tuned to find out on the next time on.
But guys, look, let's go ahead and round this off, and let me just say this. Like I said, stated at the beginning, we appreciate everybody for supporting the show. Share it, because the more you share it, the more we get to appear in your backyard, in your front yard. The more you get to see Smee's mass dead. The more you get to see. Oh! He's playing with the camera. I see. Anyways, look, guys, we appreciate you. Until next week, we're here Sundays. We like talking, man. We like COD. We like you. You guys are pretty cool. It's me. Send us off, bud. Give them a word of encouragement. If you had a quote for the week, off the top of your head, what would it be? I don't know. Is he muted? I can't tell if your lips are moving.
Hey, I was muted. Hey, you be proud of me. You be proud of me. You know what I said? One love, one God, one faith, one church. The Church of Satan! I'm joking.
Hey, Jesus, everybody, guys, I was sitting there.
Treat everybody how you like to be treated.
I couldn't see your lips. I was like, you talking?
He's just doing hand signals. Yeah, no, I was messing with the camera, and then I was messing with my mic too. Anyways, guys, love y'all. Hey, no, I meant to say this.
Me to you, Call of Duty in 15.
Yes.
People out there, we'll see you next week, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, love you guys.
We'll be back. Bye.
Yep.